crazy out here, y'all, in these streets. Give it a second, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. So, how's everybody doing? Um, Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You know, I'm not normally here on in the afternoon time. I thought I'd give you a real quick live, real quick, to talk about a couple of things about how I basically cover up my hair loss. So, if you are new to the page, what's up to the group? Say hello. If you're not over there in the Facebook group, hey YouTube, make sure you join the Facebook group. I try to do more things in the community so we can be engaged and have conversation about different things. So if you're not on Facebook yet, go to Facebook /groups /Kafune Hair, Kfune. So, real quick, my name is Shemika. I am the founder of Kafune and More Hair Care. I help provide a 4-step lace wig system to individuals who wear hair loss. So, I want to come on here real quick and show you a customized unit that I normally offer. Not normally offer, I used to offer, then I had to stop because of COVID. I'm going to talk about my hair loss first, and then if you have any questions, feel free to jump on the, feel free to ask questions. I'll answer them live. If I'm not on live and it's a replay, I'll always come back and somebody from my team will answer the questions for you. So, real quick. So my hair loss, how I actually basically started the brand, started into this business, actually covers from left to right about 5 inches of the front hairline, and it goes back about, I don't know, I think actually about 8 inches, right? So this area right here, I actually have scarring alopecia or citriacal alopecia, which basically is permanent hair loss. The follicles are gone, they will not come back. There is no hair growth in those spaces, so unfortunately, those areas is basically like this. It's basically like your skin. If you are someone who are suffering from thinning hair, from having some hair loss, I always suggest the same things to most people is for you to go to your doctors, get your blood work checked to see if anything's off when it comes to your blood work, and then also to get a biopsy. A biopsy will let you know exactly what sort of condition you have, because there's a lot of different forms of alopecia. Scarring alopecia, one of the main forms of alopecia that Black women suffer in the United States, or basically probably everywhere, which is a permanent form of hair loss. They used to call it hot comb alopecia back in the day. So, but there are other forms of alopecia, and some of those alopecia, which basically means hair loss, some of those alopecias are able to grow back. So that's why I always suggest that you either see a trichologist and or a doctor. To me, I think you should visit both to see what your options are or what's available for you when it comes to the hair loss journey. So basically, prior to COVID, I would basically be able to blend in my natural hair along with a customized unit. I did this for a while. Why did I stop? I don't know why I stopped. I think I just started wearing wigs. Um, so, um, so I had been able to basically cover that area of hair loss, and then also blend in my natural hair with the rest of the units. So here's an example of 2 different units I had custom made. Now these take a little long to make, and it's kind of hard for you to fully see it, but you'll be able to get an idea of what it looks like. This unit is a 6x8 unit. So basically, it might be 8x8. I gotta measure that tape. So basically, this unit, right, it covers your front hairline. So if you have any sort of frontal hairline hair loss, it basically covers that area. I'm gonna actually measure it while I'm here real quick. 7 inches. So I believe this is actually 6x7. So then it goes 7 inches from left to right, and then it goes back deep 8 inches, I believe. Actually 9 inches. I think it's supposed to be 8, but it looks like it's a little bit more. So this is actually 9 inches. So what happens is, because I have a permanent form of hair loss, and I'm going to share a video of basically what it looks like when it's on, and I'm going to show you a video of how I'm going to install these type of units on and then blend my natural hair. So basically, each unit is custom made. They take about 3 to 4 months to make, and you can customize it to the size of your hair loss. So for example, if your hair loss is a lot more smaller and it's only 4 inches, you can do something, say 4 inches wide and then say 6 inches deep, for example, or 8 inches deep. Everyone's situation may be a little bit different, and you may need less or more coverage on each unit. Now, the goal of it is to make sure that this texture and this hair actually matches your own natural sort of hair. So right now I'm offering 2 different hair textures that you'll see right now, which is, one is the African American unrelaxed texture. So this texture that if I was to not have my hair relaxed, this is the sort of texture that you would wear when you are putting a wig on and you are letting it, you're blow drying your hair out and then you're flat ironing. So even though it looks kind of thick and fluffy and soft, and it is really soft, by the time you flat iron it, it'll come out really smooth and nice. I'm probably going to try this type of unit first, and then try the relaxed hair texture second, which I'll show you that one in a second. So basically, what sort of products do you use to attach this unit? It really just depends on your lifestyle, how long you want to keep your wig on, and how easily you want to be able to remove it, and what are you doing during that time. Hey Georgia Peach, how are you? So basically I'm talking about how to cover your crown and frontal hair loss. So for example, I'm going to put this on right now because I got this wig on. This wig on is not coming off. This is with a waterproof adhesive. So for example, if I was to wear this wig, this unit, this will cover this section, which is a lot. Now mind you, you don't have to have it this thick, but ultimately, it's not going to look this thick, y'all. Maybe I'll do another live tomorrow and I'll show you how it looks like if I flatten it out. So basically, it covers a nice amount of space in the back. So it covers right back here, which I think this is basically where my end of my hair loss is. So don't look at it as crazy, y'all, because it has to get styled. It has to get flattened out. It has to be curled. If you want to color this, basically you can blend this in with your natural hair. So, for example, this unit right here will cover my front hairline, right? I haven't fully bleached the knots yet or anything like that, right? So what happens is I'll take this unit, go like this, and I'll attach this unit all the way down. I'm going to send you a video in the Facebook group so you'll see exactly me doing it. It's pretty close. I don't show you everything because I don't like everybody seeing my hair loss, but you see most of what I'm doing and you'll get a good idea of what I'm doing. So basically, this will cover this whole unit. So for example, if the front hairline, say for example, I wanted to go on vacation with this unit. So for example, if I wanted to go on vacation with this hair unit, I would use some lace, the Max Lace Wig Adhesive on the front, right? And then I would use, more than likely, some tape around the back. And the reason why I'm using tape is because, number one, you have this nice thin layer of polyurethane, which is like a thin skin, and it's very, very thin. So it's a 0.5 millimeter of thinness, which means that it's very flexible, it's very soft, so you're able to move it, right? Now you don't have to have this portion on here if you don't want. It could be all completely laced. The reason why I like it is because it makes it more durable, yet when it's time for you to clean it up, you can just take the removal product to carry away and then wipe it off and you're ready to wear it again. The reason these units take so long as well is, number one, they're made custom to you, right? So if your hair loss is not from here to only about 4 inches, you're able to do that as well, versus if you are need a little bit more coverage. So when I take this wig off, I'll be able to see exactly how good this one will be able to fit. But also right here, where you see all the thin skin, you'll actually be able to cut it down some, just so that you're able to reduce the areas of the size so that it can customize, basically fitting your wig, your hair. So back to how I apply it. So I'll use lace wig adhesive. You can use the melt me down spray in the front hairline. Basically, you can use whatever you want, even the got you stuck. So even if you want to slather on the got you stuck, which is a glueless install, you can do that as well, and it's going to come off really nice and easy when it's time for you to remove the unit to put it back on. The goal is to always reuse these units. This is not something that you're going to wear one time and just throw it off to the side and never wear it again. You're going to keep wearing these units because they're made with high quality virgin hair, and then we add the texture to whatever you want, the unrelaxed texture or the relaxed texture. Even if you want it virgin straight and your hair is naturally like an Indian straight hair, you're able to do that as well. So I normally will put tape around here, and then when it's time to come off, then I could use the removal spray to get it off. And normally this area is going to be where my hair is like here. I normally don't put the tape on top of my hair because basically I don't want to have tape on my hair. I don't really play them games. So not to say that you can't, but the goal is to keep your natural hair as healthy as possible. So you want to make sure that the unit is customized fit to your actual area of hair loss. And I always think you should err on the error of having it be too big in regards to the coverage of your hair loss than to be too small. So what does that mean, right? So say, for example, your hair loss is left or right 5 inches, right? The goal is for you to make sure you have at least 5 inches of space. But say, for example, we start ordering stock and it's 6 inches. Well, if you have the 6 inches of width that your hair loss is and your actual unit is a 5, you can cut this down. So I can cut this down if I want. So if I wanted to save some of this area, so I would cut it up here and just get rid of it. That's the good thing if you're going to use a stock unit versus a customized unit. I plan on having both. Right now they're going to only be custom until the inventory is able to be increased, and I got to get a good idea of what sort of units and what sort of size people want. So basically, you can use any of our hold products to attach the wig. The Melt Me Down spray will be used only for the front hairline. You can use the lace wig adhesive for the whole thing. You can use it for the back. You can use the tape for the back or anything. But the goal is once you put this unit on, either you're going to find somebody who can do it for you or you can do it yourself. If you're a do-it-yourself person, don't be discouraged by the shape because it's actually easier than putting on a wig. I literally will go like this, right? Put tape around this whole thing, the back area, because it's the easiest. I'll put the adhesive right here, and I'll literally go like this, y'all. Put the back down first, make sure the back down is good, and then I will line up the front, right? So I will line up the front like this, and then attach the bottom. Now all of this will be up, right? I'm not gonna let all this hair hang down while I'm attaching the unit, right? So all of this is gonna be up. And you're literally going to take the unit. So say, for example, the hair loss right here. You're going to take that unit because there's tape right here, and you're going to just tape it down. So literally, this is something that can be done within 15 minutes, no exaggeration. And if you see the video on the, I'm going to put it in the Facebook group, you're going to see me attaching a unit that looks similar to this, but not the same. And that unit had color. I cut my edges down all around, and then I styled the unit. The main thing when you're using hair units like this is blending and cutting. You cannot wear this wig like this. It ain't gonna work. It's cool, but to get a more realistic look, right? Even if I was to flat iron it, it still looks pretty good, right? The goal of this type of unit is for you to blend in the hair, to get it styled, to get it flat ironed, to get it professionally done. Even if your stylist is not familiar with these sort of units, you're able to basically put this unit on, go to the stylist and be like, look, I got this on, just do the rest. And I've done that because not everybody's used to hair units like this, so they don't know how to do it. And they feel uncomfortable, they might not feel as confident. But if you are a wig wearer, you're able to do it yourself and then have the unit cut and styled on your own. So that's the one unit, right? And you'll see this on the site on how it's available. This one is 12 inches or 14 inches, one of the two. So every hair strand is that length, right? So if this is not something like you want to bob, you might not need it as long, but always err on the side of the longer side, and then you can cut it down and trim it to the style that you want. So I believe this might be 14 or 12. I don't know which one, but if you see where it lays, feeling like 14, it's giving me a little bit of a 14-inch vibe. So this one's one. And then when I do it, I'm going to make sure I share with you guys on what it looks like. If you're just joining the live, hey y'all, hey, what's up y'all? I'm sharing with them how to basically cover your hair loss um, as well. So um, this is, make sure this is, somebody's calling me on Messenger. Hold on one second. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was interrupted minute. Somebody's calling in Messenger. Okay, now this is the other texture that I offer. Now, the cat base is still going to be the same, and it can be customized to where you want your unit to be. These are just two of the same that I had made for myself. So it's basically the same, right? But the texture is different. Now, you can see the difference in the texture. Now, this is an African American relaxed. Now, you see the difference? Right? So this one's relaxed hair texture. If I was to put a relaxer in my hair and then just blow dry it out, you know how it's normally flat and smooth? This is what you'll get. Or if you blow dry your hair out and you great at, or a stylist is blow drying your hair out and you're really good at getting your hair nice and smooth, then you will be okay with this sort of unit. Now the densities of this unit you can also change as well. So it doesn't have to be this thick. This type of unit is just going to look thick because of the texture. So keep that in mind. So they're still actually the same sort of densities. It's just that one looks a little bit thicker than the other because this one hasn't been flat ironed out. So I'm going to put this on and I want to show you the same thing. It's the same exact process. So for example, my hair, I keep good care of my hair. It's gray as hell, but I keep good care of my hair underneath, right? So if you have good, you've been taking care of your hair, which I always encourage everybody to take good care of your hair, you're going to have all this hair out. So for example, the back of my hair comes about right here. So when I put these units on, I'm going to blow dry it out. I think I'm going to try it with the unrelaxed texture first, see how it works with the humidity, and probably wear that one first. The relaxed texture I might wait because my hair ain't that straight yet. But once I start blow drying it out and I'm started training the hair to be straighter, my hair is used to being out because it's always in twist. I might be able to wear the straight unit next. So, for example, I'm going to do the same exact process. I'm going to put tape around here. You can use adhesive. If you're using adhesive, make sure you're only attaching it to your skin area and not the hair. That makes a big difference on the whole time as well. Now, how long will this unit last? This unit, the whole time, if you're using adhesive on your skin, right? So where your hair loss is like this, and you're attaching this, and you're using a waterproof, water-resistant adhesive, it can last you 6 to 8 weeks. I've worn these units for about 6 to 8 weeks. It's been a life change because at the end of the day, I'm still able to put my hair in a ponytail. I'm just able to wear it out. I'm able to almost basically feel myself. You know what I mean? Like when you're dealing with form of hair loss like I do and a lot of black women do, it's almost like you don't feel confident. Not as well, you feel confident that you got hair, but it almost like you're getting yourself back, right? You're getting your original self before the hair loss back when you're wearing these type of units because you still have your other hair blended in with it. So I'm going to show you what this one looks like on, and you'll be able to tell the difference between the two textures if you was to get this sort of texture. Now, if I'm going to put this on, I will literally have the tape around here, and I will attach it just like this. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. Now, this will all be bleached and everything. So, for example, now this is a freestyle part, so the hair is going to go in any sort of direction. Now, let me see. This stuff looks so crazy when it's not styled, y'all. Alright, so if I wanted to put a left part right here, now like I said before, the key to these units is for it to get styled after you attach it. So this is what the relaxed texture looks like. Now once again, I have crown hair loss, right? So all this is gone. So now if I was to attach this unit on, this is crooked. It is. It's a little bit crooked, y'all. No wonder it's looking crazy. All right, go a little bit further to the side. You're still getting the lace sort of look to it. And then I would normally add mousse and styling products. I mean, if you go with a stylist, they'll know how to get this all flat. So normally what I used to do is this person I used to work with, she would take this unit and mold it for me, right? So my hair will always be clean. I'll go to the stylist with my hair clean. I'll come there with the unit attached. Give it to her, and what she'll do is she'll put some mousse, and she'll literally mold my hair as if I was to have a short doing racket. Once she does that, she'll then go in and curl it and style it and cut it. Most of the time she will take a razor and cut it. So because I'm not a stylist that cuts hair, I normally want to make sure I'm getting a good cut first. So make sure you go to somebody you trust, right? So for this sort of length, this is 16 inches, definitely 14 inches, definitely long. All of this I will probably get rid of because I don't have this, my hair isn't that long. So if you was to cut this up, style it, etc., now you got your edges out right here, you got your back out. Now you're pulling it up and you're blending it all together. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section. If you're watching on replay, make sure you drop that hashtag replay and let me know you're watching on replay real quick. That's basically it. Do you guys have any questions for me? I can't wait to get this on, y'all. This is a little bit too dark. I'll probably lighten it a little bit and change the color. Do you guys have any questions for me real quick about covering your hair loss? What sort of options you have available as well? I just wanted to come on here real quick and show you guys. Coincidentally, somebody sent me a video on IG saying, you know, she wanted something like that. And I said, coincidentally, I said, I'm having these come in. And I'm going to start offering them for my customers as well. So I also offer consultations. So if you need to basically get through some of the questions about, you know, what sort of hair unit you need, what sort of size you need, all I ask for you is to understand where your hair loss is, have a measuring tape available to you so we can basically sketch it out. So for example, if your front to left measurement of hair loss is say 3 inches, I would literally say, okay, now we're going to customize this unit for your area. So it'll be 3 inches from left to right, and then it will go back and as wide as you will like. So the first measurement would normally be left to right. The back measurement will be another number. And then these numbers will be also 2 numbers. So basically this width could be as wide as short. So this one goes in a U. Some people's hair loss may not be in a U. It could be in a V and other sorts. So the best way is actually to do a consultation so we're getting exactly what you need. If not, then there will be some standard sizes once I get a good familiarity of what sort of sizes people want and need. So if I don't see any questions, it's Friday afternoon. I will end this live. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Maybe I'll come back and return tomorrow morning for another live. If so, make sure you drop the comments what sort of topics you want to talk about, and I can show you that as well. And I was thinking that maybe I should flat iron some of those so you get a better idea of what it looks like. If I didn't have this wig on right now, I would take this off and show you how it would blend. But I probably wouldn't be able to do that until next week. So we'll see. So if you don't have any questions, hopefully everybody's staying safe, staying nice and cool. And I'll talk to y'all later. Alright? Peace. Oh, I forgot to do the little poll. Darn it. I completely forgot. Let me see if I can put it on here, y'all. Oh, there's a poll, y'all. If y'all can answer that poll, let me know. It's my first time doing a poll, y'all. I get excited about little stuff. So here's a poll. And I want to know, do you suffer from crown hair loss? Specifically in the crown areas. Because it seems like every single time I see a video on Instagram of hair loss stylists, a lot of time it's in this area and not the front hairline. Front hairline hair loss could be traction alopecia. That's why it's good for you to find out what it is. And if it is traction alopecia, it's not always permanent. So that's why you always want to get an answer of what exactly type of hair loss you have. Because if you can save what you got, then that's the goal, right? So if you have like the traction alopecias in the front, sometimes that can grow back. So the goal is to make sure you're able to do the things that you need to do so you can actually grow that area of hair loss back. So I don't know how long this thing, I think it says it'll stay for 5 minutes. I should have started it a lot earlier, but I didn't. Hey Evelyn, how are you, boo? Hey April, hey Shonda, hey Monique. What's up, y'all? I'm not normally here on the afternoon, but I thought I'd get back on here and chat. But I think I'm gonna come back in the morning and run this back a little bit and then have this have these units flat ironed so you can see how seamless and how nice and neat it can be once you blend in your own natural hair. So I'm going to end this live now for real, because I actually put the poll up. So hopefully you guys are able to answer this poll real quick. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a live. If so, what time y'all think? I'm thinking 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock I can probably do a live. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.